It's Nolan. Now, before we get started, make sure y'all hitting that like button. Make sure y'all sharing it on your respective platforms. Let somebody know what we're doing today. Now, let's get into the show. I need my credit when I'm popping shit. Shift the game like I'm driving stick. Money piling my wallet thick. Numbers looking like scholarships. I'm out there bit. Hurricane season. Send me overseas. Get a bag and I'm leaving. I'm back with the reason. I'm a rapper supreme. Laboritos on a rap for the vegans. Back to attack, make achievements. Nigga fuck a flag for religious. I put on a mask and I'm thieving. All black with a skull cap and Adidas. Insufficient funds. Fit that 150. Nigga get it done. Feeling big as pun. Industry critics don't like me. What you gonna do? Should night me? Swimming upstream so Pisces. Got a Gucci on me so icy. All the floozies. When it comes stand by me, 7-Eleven is getting too dicey. I be killing y'all nigga with the flow. Notorious big, I be kicking in doors. Leviticus niggas get spiritual, call me the bishop. I'm watching y'all decompose. I don't really need no ops, I don't need no props. I'ma sink my shot like swish. I'm a Gambino, looking for a freak hoe, pink flamingo box. Everybody wanna know the recipe. I got my flow in the Chesapeake. I'm a SOB from the A, but my style on Texas Pete. Yes indeed. What's going on, beautiful people? It's the kid J Nolan here. Welcome back to another episode of Inside the Industry, your number one source for music, entertainment, commentary, and breakdowns. Hope everybody's doing well out there. In this particular video, we're going to be talking about Loren LoRosa from The Breakfast Club, and it looks like she's got her own show now. So y'all can remember just about last week, Just Hilarious went off on her own tangent. She went on IG Live talking about how uncomfortable she is up at the show. You know what I'm saying? She feels unprotected. She came back from maternity leave. Loren LoRosa was still there. She chose her to fill in for her while she was out. They've been trying to make the best of the situation as they've been there, but they have had their little run-ins about fighting for time on the mic. You get what I'm saying? She felt some type of way. She didn't understand necessarily why Loren LoRosa continued to be on the show after her return, which a lot of people identified with and understood that that's where Jess was coming from. And they feel like, you know, given the circumstances, if they were in the same position, they would feel the same way, right? A lot of other people felt like Loren LoRosa should have remained in Jess Hilarious' position, and Jess probably never should have come back in the first place. You know what I'm saying? Because they feel like she doesn't do a good job on the show. She doesn't do a good job of reading. They feel like she doesn't do a good job of covering topics or really getting into the deep dives and the actual specifics of the stories that she covers. All she gives is just, you know, shooting off in the moment rather than having actual insight into the stories that she's covering. So there was a mixed bag of reactions, right? The very next day after that comes out, next morning, Breakfast Club, everybody signs in, gets clocked in for work. They end up addressing it on the show, right? They have a whole conversation spread out, talking about how Jess feels, how Loren feels. Loren didn't like the live. DJ Envy had an emotional rant. He didn't like the live that Just Hilarious did. Charlamagne didn't really want to talk about it. He was trying to redirect the conversation. He was trying to joke his way out of it. And a lot of people feel like the men on the show were basically the culprits, that they knew what was going on. They understood what was going on, but they played into this battle of the two ladies going head to head, battling it out for the position. And they understood that that was the assignment, and they knew that this eventually was going to happen and that Just Hilarious would end up ousting herself from her own seat, right? We had Loren and Jess have a conversation, and they both voiced their opinion of how they saw the situation, how they've been trying to handle the situation and navigate it. Loren definitely didn't like instances where she was told to shut up or hush or these different things, right? Where they were trying to basically talk about subject matter at the same time. All of this stuff, a big splash. Everybody was talking about it. It was quite an ordeal. Well, just a few days later, after all this happens, Loren LoRosa comes out, and it's announced that she's got her own show with iHeartMedia and on Charlamagne's Black Effect Network. Let's get to it. So here we have Loren via Twitter. She says how it started versus how it's going. Y'all, I got my own show. Now on the left here it states, future icon, and this thing says, ladies, what is your dream career? She says, live talk show host, lead role as a comedic actress who dabbles in drama on a bomb TV series, doing all this in my self-branded custom designer clothing line. Nothing major. This was back in September. Well, excuse me. September of 2018 when she posted this tweet. It's been pinned. This was her outlining what she wanted her career to look like. Now in 2025, exclusive from Essence, the latest with Loren LoRosa to premiere on iHeartMedia and Charlemagne the God's Black Effect podcast network. Now, with this onset of news, some people are looking at this with the side eye, feeling like we may have gotten duped, that they did all of this controversy, all of this misunderstanding, everybody having feelings and arguing and crying and going back and forth, that this was in the pipeline the whole time, and that this is exactly what all of that buildup was leading towards, just the big announcement. Now, remember, there was a similar kerfuffle up at the Breakfast Club when Jess Hilarious was announced as the third host, right? I believe Jess Hilarious came out and announced that she had the job sooner than the show allegedly was ready to say. So much so that people alleged that maybe she had even gotten fired or that she had spoken too soon and they pulled back the resource. And then they did this whole little montage of her being sat in a throne and all of this different type of shit for her to get that third spot. So there was controversy around the selection of Jess. Now we have the controversy around what the future is going to be for Loren and Jess. Will they be able to continue to coexist? Is Loren going to stay? Is Loren going to go? Who's going to leave? And it looks like neither one of them are leaving that motherfucking show, being that both of them now have podcasts. Now, the interesting part about it to me is that I never knew that Jess Hilarious had a side podcast. I never knew that she had the same thing going on where she had a podcast of her own on iHeartMedia under Charlemagne's The Black Effect Network. Never knew that, never saw it, never heard it a day in my life. But here we are today, March 24th, and we get the announcement for Loren LoRosa's show, and I'm aware of that one before I even knew about Jess and her show, which predates this. Very interesting to me. I feel like we may have gotten duped. Maybe some of the feelings were real. Maybe they were genuine. But I think maybe they used it to amplify the attention. Because if this show would have been announced under any other circumstances, honestly, who would have cared? I would have, because she's been doing an excellent job up there. You know what I'm saying? Other people that can identify with the work that Loren LoRosa is doing and the way that she conducts it would care. But would the listening audience really give a fuck? Would the viewing audience really give a fuck? Would it be a topic for us to talk about today on my channel? I don't know. I probably would talk about it, and however many views I get, it would probably be 30 to 40% less. So I don't know. So here's the announcement via the Breakfast Club and all of the, I think she did an interview or some sort of thing with Essence. We'll get into that as well.
Since just broke a story that the latest with Loren LoRosa is set to premiere on iHeartMedia and Charlemagne the God's Black Effect podcast network. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Charlemagne, thank you. So I have a podcast that will be launching, thanks Jess, that'll be launching on March 31st. It is a daily entertainment news and trending podcast. I want to take a listen to the trailer so y'all can understand what I'm about to be giving.
Oh, y'all got a trailer already?
Period. Celebrity drama. Drew Sidora, they're giving us the vibes as if she's dating Portia's ex.
Oh my God.
Check. Music, movies, and viral moments. Gabrielle Union came out and said that she was doing 50-50 with Dwayne Wade. I have that audio just in case you didn't remember, so let's listen to that. Check. Exclusives. Come on, y'all. Y'all know I got that over here. The show with all the hot takes, sir. Welcome to The Latest with Loren LoRosa. I'm Loren LoRosa, and I'm going to be bringing you guys where pop culture meets personalities. And over here, baby, we are doing all the things. Give me my tens, because we're going to have a good time.
Come on.
So it's a daily podcast.
Daily. Yep. Monday through Friday, you'll be getting bite-sized news, exclusives. And people are probably like, well, you do that at the Breakfast Club, so what's about to happen now? So this is...
more details.
More details, more extension. There will be stories that I'll talk about on the podcast that we might not talk about in the room.
Might not get to.
Yeah, you'll get to know me a little bit better. And every now and then I'll bring on a friend or two, bonus episodes. Like, it's going to be a good vibe. So,
what wig you wearing?
Well,
I did ask that question.
No, he did.
For the cover.
He asked for the cover. He said, "What wig?" Yeah.
What wig was it?
I don't know. I ain't seen it.
The bob is in my my show art. You know, the bob is not a wig. But Mahogany Brown, who I'm wearing right now, she'll make some appearances. And then we have some other girls that'll be joining us because we launch on the 31st. March 31st is the first episode drop.
Okay.
Everywhere you listen to podcasts. And on YouTube, Loren LoRosa TV, you'll see some visuals. So we'll be switching it out for the girls. Okay.
Congrats.
Thank you.
All right. Well, that is the latest with Loren.
All right, so that was Loren LoRosa's announcement that she will be debuting the show on March 31st on iHeartMedia and Charlamagne's podcast network, The Black Effect. Okay, and that's going to be daily content. Now, I'm not sure if she's doing daily video, but at the bare minimum, you're going to get daily audio. Okay, so here is the essence piece. They say, after making waves with her sharp commentary and inside scoops on Power 105.1's The Breakfast Club, Loren LoRosa is stepping into her own spotlight, known for her standout segment, The Latest with Loren LoRosa, which was previously something else. It was Jess Hilarious thing, Jess with the Mess. The rising media maven is expanding her empire with a brand new daily podcast of the same name set to launch on iHeartMedia and The Black Effect. From viral buzz to must-watch TV and Hollywood headlines, Loren is bringing her sharp, unfiltered voice directly to your earbuds every single day. With a resume that includes the creation of Brown Girl Grinding, which is her own outlet platform, along with stints at TMZ, BET, and Fox, Loren has built a loyal audience that counts on her for fast, funny, and fact-based takes on what's trending. Now, the latest with Loren LoRosa podcast will give fans even more access to her unique POV in bite-sized daily episodes that deliver the news with clarity, edge, and heart. Now, when she says bite-sized, I don't know if this is going to be like a 5, 10, 15, 20-minute thing. You know, because it's bite-sized. It's not a full-on radio show. It's not a full-on long-form podcast, to my understanding. So it's going to be the daily news, quick, fast, in a hurry, some extra cash. Okay? She says pop culture moves fast, and I want to give listeners a smart, fun, straightforward, and most importantly, an informed take on what's happening every single day. Whether you're a pop culture junkie or just trying to keep up, this podcast is your front row seat to the conversation and what's happening. All right? So if you are a fan of Loren LoRosa and you want to get more of her direct content straight from her rather than getting it from the Breakfast Club, although she will be continuing on there, things that they may not get to or things that she wants to expound further upon will be on her show, The Latest with Loren LoRosa, and you can tune into that starting next Monday, a week from today. Again, let me know what y'all think. Do y'all think we got gooped? Do y'all think we got hit with the okie doke? Or is this all just a coincidence? You know, I don't think this thing just came up last week. Pretty sure they've been talking to her about this for a minute, especially if you got to talk negotiations, right? You got to talk about what she's going to get paid for this or whatever structure it is. You got to talk about what the expectations on deliverables are coming from iHeart to Loren. You know, to say, hey, you're going to have to, hey, this is a daily thing. You're going to have to make sure you deliver. Not to mention you got Charlamagne's network involved. So there had to be some talks with that, right? For him to be included, for him to even be involved. He can't, you know, you're not just going to put Charlamagne's name on that motherfucker without nobody clearing it with him first or his network. Which I'm still trying to figure out what his network brings to people. I would love to learn that from somebody other than saying it and having the name association with Charlamagne. So it seems to me that there was some sort of rollout plan. Maybe Jess Hilarious was the rollout plan, or maybe they didn't really have much of one and they say, well, this is the perfect time to go ahead and utilize it. Let me know how y'all are receiving it. Be sure to like and share this video. If this is your first time seeing me on YouTube, go ahead and subscribe to the channel, become an insider, and I will catch y'all on the next one. All right? Much love and respect, y'all. Peace. King of my city and cul-de-sac. Coming out swinging like soldier rag. Leading my people like quarterback. Boy, I study this shit, I'm an almanac. Had to get up and grind. Knowledge is booming, I'm here to apply. Came with the chip and the dip, it just single the mile. We finna do more than survive. I need my check. Spinning the block for the Gouda. We hitting the jeweler to flood out the net. We don't do beef for computers, I'm straight out the sewer. We come when you rest. Niggas be looking perplexed, so keeping my foot on their neck. No map, I trust my gut for the quest. With drama, I'm fully abreast. I was ready for years and they doubted me. All of a sudden they tell me they proud of me. I been dropping these haters like calories. Cross them out, I came back with some batteries. Stand for my honor, but too raw, no corner. Packing the stick with a drummer. Wanna catch my bad, won't fumble. I done came too far to be humble.